Verbal Pig Radio, we back live with a verbal image of life, just everyday people, man. I'm sitting here conversing with my partner, Brother Low Key. What's up, Brother Low Key?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. And we dealing with the fact, with just family in general, man, because we noticing the fabric of family being torn, and, for many generations, people would leave land, leave wealth, leave homes. Rent couldn't get paid. Family members fighting, or at the funeral they fighting over what's left over, what the person may have left, and the whole concept of family needs to be put back together again. So on that note, from your perspective, what do you see that caused the tear or the rip in black family? Because we know, from the Asians to Latino, they basically can stay together like we were alluding to. But when it comes to us as a people, we can't be in the same room with each other for over 2 hours before the drama jumps off.
Well, it happened in quote-unquote slavery, when it was POWs. Families got ripped apart, and the whole concept got torn out the frame. And then, when we were segregated, that concept came back. And then we integrated, and it started to become about another community instead of being focused on us. Then once again we started to see, us get further and further away from the family concept. And now we have today, we totally disconnected. Right,
but is that due to a lack of knowledge? Because I know you got family members that's toxic that you can't stand to be around. There's always some drama coming, and it shakes your vibration.
Right. My suggestion, what I've done is that, dealing with ancient concepts of the ancestral realm, the relative realm, is that when you make that the foundation, and then you start changing your perspective when it comes to family, then that's for me personally, why with myself, I'm deeply connected with my family, with my peers, the older generations in my family, I'm deeply connected. And in comparison to, so-called friends, I don't got that many like true partners that, I feel like is gonna be there for a lifetime. I done been stabbed in the back so many times, cats that, I thought was my brother stole from me, and I mean, it just go on and on behind women and money, these cats they ain't true partners, and I can't say that about my family. My family been solid.
Right, and you one of the blessed ones, bro, and that's a blessing. Mm-hmm. And but my question is, can you use the same logic, or do you take more out family because they family than you would say a person that's not a family member? Do you let them? Do you take more than you normally would?
I would say yes. It's only, really one family member that, I've had like discrepancies with, and I mean, I still love this person, and to me, one of the main differences between family and, friends is that friends, they don't, they come and go, some last a lifetime, some don't. But family always going to be your family, and we're more likely to, let bygones be bygones and then reconnect with family. That's just reality. That's just how it goes.
Well, now, how do you, because I'm asking these questions because I'm learning myself, from you on this topic. Mm-hmm. How do you bridge a gap to where one side is conscious and the other side is not conscious? One side, say for instance, you don't eat pork. Mm-hmm. But one side of the family does. But they know you don't eat pork, and when they invite you over to, say, a feast, they got bacon in the green beans, ham hocks in the turnip greens, and they done season the chicken. Right. You know what I mean? With some pork fat, and then they get mad when you sitting there and you don't like the food. I keep telling you, I don't eat the pig.
Right. I'm with you. I'm gonna tell you, that's a great question. I'm gonna tell you this personal experience. is that because I went on a mission, we got DNA tests done. You know, I know all four sides of my family. I connected with so many family members, so many man. Say the respect level that I get from my family members. So when it comes to, you know, these discrepancies like the food and things of that nature, like my family ain't tripping. They like, man, we got something set aside for you, brother. Cause you the one that love the family. Like they bring it up in conversation. Man, my kinfolk that's on lockdown, man. You know, I don't, you know. We fly kites, you know, write letters to them, you know, and do different things. And, you know, it just becomes a trend. It becomes a part of our family culture to connect with our family members that's locked down, you know, as POWs behind them walls. And, you know, we start to set a trend with our family, within my family, you know, where we connect with each other. It's just it's a part of our family culture, you know, and it can start with one person going on that mission, and it just changed the whole vibration of how the family look at things, and you know, respect comes from that. So they'll more so cater to the fact that, you know, we're conscious, and, you know, it's certain things that we don't partake of based on the fact that you're doing something so powerful for the family.
Right. And okay, so they overlook whatever discrepancies there might be, because the concept and the value of interacting as family is greater than that issue. It becomes a minor issue then.
Every action is motivated by an incentive. We want to keep this one happy right here, because this is the one right here that's on a endless mission to connect all of us. And he want to consolidate the power and start putting, you know, our family start putting our resources into our own family businesses and Okay, now let me ask you this question, because a lot of people they go through this scenario as well. Is when it comes down to the religion. Okay.
You know, say you go into a family member house and they got a picture of a white Jesus.
Right.
and you talk and you say, well, you know, Jesus was black.
Right.
And, you know, they say, God, you're a heretic, man, blasphemy, heresy. You know, they want to off with your head, right?
Right.
But you basically going out for facts of knowledge that was studied, and they don't want to hear nothing other than what's in that Bible.
Right. Well, I say this is that, you know, they say don't cast pearls of swine because they leave you perilous. You know, I done already been down that road. You know, that was a dead end for me.
Right.
You know, I would say that as long as one is working on, you know, becoming more powerful, being pure heart and knowledge and feeding that light around their heart, then you're going to magnetize the conversation you're supposed to have. And as you grow in power, you know, when it comes to your square, it's going to be more respected. They gonna ask you questions.
That's
like,
right.
You know, like my cousin, we was at a family reunion. He was like, man, you still on knowledge, cuz? I'm like, hell yeah, you know it. You see it.
Right.
It's love.
That's right. It's all good.
Yeah.
Definitely. So now. So what if now? But do you feel like it's your mission to elevate their knowledge by what you know, or do you just accept they where they're at and we'll just leave it at that?
I respect everybody's path, and everybody is equal. Every living soul is equal. So I don't devalue anybody's path. Any living soul on the planet, I don't devalue it. It has its place in this whole experience that we're experiencing together as living souls. Right,
meaning wherever they at, that's where they're supposed to be at that time.
Exactly.
Okay, you not interjecting any. You don't give off any literature and say, you know, why don't you check this out, or why don't you listen to this person? You let them find it on their own.
Right. I don't give. I already tried that. You know, I'm not a missionary, and I don't give unsolicited information.
It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, because the family thing, you know, when you could take that approach and that spirit you have towards family, things can be, man, a wonderful experience. You can have wonderful events, and that's a good approach to take when dealing with family, because sometimes, you know, you fighting over who's right. One is stuck with their theory and beliefs, and one is trying to forge the mathematics. Mathematics versus theory, and it can get real ugly at times, right?
Right.
Or even when you have a family member who tries to push their ideology on the children.
Right.
And you like not we don't want them to grow up with that slave teaching.
Right.
And they, what you mean slave teaching? I was raised on that teaching, and I mean you like, we don't want them on that slave teaching, right?
Right.
And so how do you draw the line and respect, and to make sure that, hey, this is what the children is on, and this is what you're on?
I would say, to the brothers and sisters, get in a relationship with somebody conscious, and it's going to make it, they're going to be more mindful about stepping on toes and trying to, pass along, try to force some information, to the children when you got, the man and the woman together there, as guardians over the child, even if it's a stepmother, stepfather, that's going to be more respected than just coming solo dolo.
Right,
with it.
That makes a lot of sense, bro. Yeah. Because this a deep topic, man. Because we as a people been fighting this. I mean, since slavery time. One was saying, they kept passing on a tradition of, because a lot of slaves came to America as Muslims and they teaching Islam. Mm-hmm. But some converted to the new way, which is the Christianity, or the Constantine form of Christianity. And they were, going at it. Well, now don't teach him that because they might get him killed. In other words, this is his roots. He should know where he come from. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if they see you practicing, you create enemies, and it's, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it gets to a point to where, it's fight or flight, or you fighting for your life.
Right.
You fighting for your existence. Hey, I'm a man. This is what my forefathers taught me.
Right.
Why should I give that up for something that's new to me? And really that don't make sense.
I feel you. Yeah, situation happen, you stand on your square. And if you are solo dolo, man, you stand firm on your square. You stand on your principles, and and they gotta respect you. And if they don't, then hey, they can go on about their business. And we're going to keep it moving.
Right. But the principle, though, of family, man, the concept of family, how you doing? The concept and the principle of family is, at one point, they did build and pass down wealth and, work together, like the DuPonts, or we did the same thing.
Right. Yeah, I would say that, if you got, members in your family that have family businesses, whenever you have your family reunions talk, bring up the topic of, taking on shares in that particular family business, taking stock in it, just like the stock market, and start, consolidating power that way. We want, our resources to be in our community. Also, though, you want to start at the core. So your core is your family. Start investing in family members that already got family businesses, and that is how we can start empowering our families.
Yeah, man, that's wonderful. Look, everybody that's out here listening to this particular broadcast, everything starts with the family. Make sure, y'all pass this information along and model the aspect of how to build families. Learn that any controversy or any split within the family, somebody has to be the strong one to bring it together. Be the glue, that holds the bond together. Bring that bond back, because you do need family, especially in a time like this we're living in. You can, your gold mine might be right there in your face and you not even see it. That's but right. On that note, anything you like to add before we close out, Brother Low-Key?
Hey, man, use Google, use Facebook, send them family friend requests, connect with family, take it seriously. I've done this myself, been successful at it, gonna continue to do it. Connect with as many family members as possible, and don't be scared. If you don't know them, y'all ain't never met, go out there. They have a board there, so connect with them.
That's
Don't be scared, man. Don't be a coward, man. Connect with your family, meet them, chop it up, chop game with them. See what your DNA look like, feel like.
Man, that's wonderful information, man. Thanks again, man, for being on the show.
Appreciate you.
This verbalpick.com, everyday people, and we out.